Life, in many ways, mirrors the gym. There are the ones who walk in every day. No audience, no applause. Just them and the weight. They show up tired. They show up uncertain. But they show up anyway. And over time, their body transforms. But more than that, their spirit transforms. Then there are those who watch from the side, from their phone, from a place of hesitation. They admire the work, but they don't apply the discipline. They nod at quotes about growth, but never step into discomfort. They stay where it's warm, where it's safe, where nothing grows. But the truth is, growth lives in resistance and pain. Pain is the personal trainer. It's the rep counter. It's the pressure that breaks the weak shell around your potential. Pain don't show up to destroy you. It shows up to shape you. See, people think life is unfair. But life is just like the gym. It doesn't care how you feel. It cares if you show up. It cares if you do the work. You can cry, you can sweat, you can take breaks. But you still gotta lift. You still gotta push. Because in the gym of life, no one can do your reps for you. You ever see somebody putting up heavy weight with scars on their arms, pain in their eyes, but power in their form? That's someone who's been through some things. That's someone who didn't quit when the spotter walked away. That's someone who pushed when there was no motivation. Only memory. Memory of why they started. Memory of who doubted them. Memory of the version of themselves they refused to remain. This is deeper than fitness. This is spiritual hypertrophy. This is soul muscle. The gym is the metaphor, but the lesson is about life. Because life, like the gym, rewards action. It rewards discipline. It rewards consistency. The people you see winning, they're not lucky. They're not chosen. They're not blessed in ways you aren't. They just made a decision, a choice to stop spectating and start sweating. A choice to stop fantasizing and start fighting. Fighting for the life they know they deserve. You have to decide what kind of lifter you're going to be. The one who waits for permission, or the one who builds regardless of recognition. Because when life gets heavy, and it will, the strength you've built in silence will be your salvation. We've been conditioned to believe that observing is enough. That watching others do the work somehow puts us closer to the results. But growth doesn't come through observation. It comes through participation. You don't get strong by watching someone else lift weights. You don't grow by watching someone else heal. You don't transform by watching someone else evolve. At some point, you have to pick up the weight. Face your resistance. Feel the burn. Because transformation doesn't happen at a distance. It happens in the trenches. It happens under the pressure of resistance. It happens when you say yes to the hard things, the quiet things, the things no one claps for. You won't always have a crowd. You won't always have encouragement. But if you keep showing up, life will start to respond. Doors will open. Favor will find you. Because effort attracts elevation. Here's the raw truth. Life is going to give you exactly what you put into it. You can sit on the sidelines, talk about your dreams, complain about your circumstances, and wait for a breakthrough, or you can become the breakthrough. You can complain about not being where you want to be, or you can become the person who earns it. You can hate on others for their shine, or you can grind until it's your turn to glow. But understand, life owes you nothing. If you want something different, you must do something different. Show up when it's inconvenient, push when it's uncomfortable, believe when it looks impossible. That's what makes the difference. Not talent, not luck, but the discipline to stay consistent when no one's watching. Because in the gym of life, consistency is the real flex. Every great transformation starts in isolation. The world might not clap for you. Your circle might not see the vision. Your family might not understand. But transformation doesn't need applause. It needs alignment. There's a season where your life will go silent, where you'll disappear from the noise and show up in your own world. That's the cocoon season. That's where the butterfly is built. Not in the spotlight, but in the shadows. This season hurts. It's lonely. You'll doubt yourself. You'll question why the grind isn't paying off. But trust this, if you stay consistent in private, you'll be undeniable in public. Silence is where strength incubates, where faith gets refined, where purpose becomes unavoidable. Isolation ain't punishment, it's preparation. And then it happens. One day, without warning, you emerge. Not because life suddenly got easier, but because you got stronger. You walk different, you think different, you speak different, because you've trained in silence. You fought in the dark. And now, when the light hits you, it hits different. You're no longer afraid of the weight. You embrace it. Because the weight made you. The same weight that tried to break you became your breakthrough. The same pressure that was sent to crush you built your core. Now, your presence speaks. You don't have to prove anything. You are the proof. You don't lift for looks. You lift for life. You don't train for the crowd. You train for the calling. Because in the gym of life, purpose is the real reward. And the ones who endure, who sweat, who stay, who rise, they're not just transformed, they're anointed. So let this be your reminder. If you're in the gym of life right now, sore, tired, doubting, alone, keep going. Every rep counts, every tear has purpose, every round builds something eternal. You're not just working out, you're working within. You're not just building muscle, you're building legacy. This is the gym of life. And you? You were made for this. Now pick up the weight and rise. Because the truth is, every time you lift in silence, you're passing something down. To your kids, to your community, to the future version of yourself who'll need proof that you didn't give up. You're not just building for today, you're laying bricks for generations. These legacy reps are different. They're not just for you. They're for the ones who will hear your story and find the courage to start their own set. So building, speak life, show up with faith. And know this, the gym of life doesn't end when the session's over. It continues in every hard conversation, every setback, every choice to keep your character when quitting would be easier. And that is the kind of strength the world can't measure. But heaven never forgets. Life mirrors the gym, not just in how we move, but in how we live. Every representative, every drop of sweat, every early morning and late night, you start to realize it's all connected. Because just like in the gym, life rewards those who show up, those who push, those who fall but rise again, those who face themselves in the mirror and still return the next day. And most importantly, those who stop making excuses and start making shifts. This ain't just about lifting weights. It's about lifting you, about facing resistance until you grow, about tearing muscle so you can rebuild strength. We think it's physical, but it's spiritual. We think it's about the body, but it's about the mind and the soul. You ever notice the hardest part of the gym is just getting there? Same with life. Some days, your body says no. Your mind floods you with reasons to chill. And the world, it gives you every excuse to stay soft. But change don't come to the comfortable. Transformation don't visit the ones who wait. It comes to the ones who show up, tired, broken, uncertain, but present. Because in this gym called life, showing up is half the battle. Not perfectly, not loudly, just consistently. Every time you show up, even when you don't feel like it, you're casting a vote for the future version of you. And every rep, every set, every step brings you closer to the life you said you wanted. Until one day, you look in the mirror and you don't just see muscle. You see discipline. You see grit. You see growth. Then there are the ones on the sidelines. They watch, they comment, they critique your form from afar, but never once picked up the weight you carry. They admire the results, but avoid the effort. They love the glow, but fear the grind. They remain stagnant, wondering why life won't shift. But they never enter the arena. They scroll past transformation, but forget. Scrolling ain't sculpting. Wishing ain't working. Dreaming ain't doing. Life don't reward spectators. It rewards participants. The ones who stop watching and start becoming. Motivation feels good, but it's a visitor. It shows up when life's easy and disappears when it gets real. Discipline, though? Discipline is loyalty to your evolution. It shows up when you're tired, when the gym is cold, when your spirit feels weak, but your purpose speaks louder. Motivation says, I'll do it if I feel like it. Discipline says, I'll do it regardless. In the gym of life, discipline is your trainer. It don't coddle, it don't sugarcoat, it builds you. One habit at a time, one choice at a time, one day at a time. Let's talk pain. That ache in your legs after a heavy squat, that burn in your chest after pushing past your limits, that's not punishment, that's progress. In life, the same rule applies. You can't grow without pressure, can't elevate without discomfort, can't level up without letting go of who you used to be. Pain is the proof you're expanding, that your body, your mind, your spirit are breaking through old limits. So stop avoiding the pain, embrace it, respect it, because it's the toll you pay to step into power. It's easy to sit out, to stay in the crowd, to play it safe, avoid the reps, avoid the stretch. But comfort becomes a prison when you stay too long, and what once felt safe starts to suffocate. You'll see others rising, growing, changing, and deep down, something in you knows you were meant for more too. But while they stepped up, you stayed back. The sidelines might protect you from failure, but they'll also rob you of transformation. So ask yourself, what's more painful, failing on the journey, or never taking the journey at all? Every rep counts, even the ones no one sees, especially those. The 6 a.m. grind, the meal you chose with discipline, the decision to show up when your soul felt heavy. That's what builds you, not the applause, not the likes, not the validation, but the quiet, committed moments where you chose growth over comfort. You don't just build muscle in the gym, you build identity. And every rep you do in silence echoes loud in your results. Nobody can do your push-ups for you. Nobody can bench press your pain. Nobody can carry your past, your trauma, your habits, but you. Your transformation is your responsibility, not your mama's, not your friend groups, not your coaches, yours. You can't outsource growth, can't delegate discipline, can't subcontract effort. You gotta earn it, own it, live it. Because the moment you take responsibility, you reclaim your power. And power leads to freedom. This one's tough, but it's truth. Nobody's coming. Nobody's pulling you off the couch. Nobody's dragging you to purpose. Nobody's waking you up early, feeding you mindset, pouring belief into your bones every morning. That's your job. The faster you realize it, the faster you move different. You stop begging for handouts, stop waiting for signs, stop praying for shortcuts, and you step into self-leadership. Because in the gym of life, you are both the coach and the trainee. You are the one who must rise. You want the results? Earn them. You want peace? Work for it. You want discipline? Practice it. You want to heal? Stop hiding from the wound. Elevation is earned, rep by rep, choice by choice, day by day. There's no cheat code, no fast track, just consistency, clarity, and courage. It's not about being perfect. It's about being present, being willing, being real with yourself. Because the version of you you're chasing already exists, but only discipline can unlock them. So here's the truth. You can watch life like it's a show, or you can live it like it's your calling. You can sit on the sidelines with dreams that never breathe. Or you can walk into the gym of your life, and put in the work. This is your set. This is your season. Don't waste it admiring others when you could be admiring your own reflection. Step up, show up, grow up. Because in the end, life rewards the ones who do the work, not the ones who talk about it. So step into the arena, pick up your weight, and transform. This is the gym of life.